The most faithful will remember the video that we did way back when, trying to convince AlmightX to watch Hajime no Ippo. Finally, we got him on board. Welcome back. It's been a while since we've had a group video, and today we have a special guest in the building. Zafar is back again.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Great to be back for another Hajime no Ippo video, as usual.
He always brings back bangers. But today, the main focus of today's video is AlmightX. What are your thoughts on the series so far?
So I started watching Hajime no Ippo finally, seeing as this channel is becoming Hajime no Ippo Central. I just finished Hajime no Ippo the Fighting. Ippo just won his first championship by beating one of my favorite characters, actually, Sendo. That's where I am right now currently. And it's been great. It's been awesome. Like I'm really shocked as to, the depths of the characters and how I think one thing that is crazy to me is how like every opponent that Ippo faces, the writer manages to make you care to the point where you're almost rooting for them. Like I remember the fight with Jason Ozuma.
Shameless plug. We have a Jason Ozuma video. Definitely check that out. We're shameless over here. But
at that point, like he was so similar to Ippo, and I just felt, I want him to win, but at the same time, I also want Ippo to win. Things like that. And like, in 3 episodes, 4 episodes, you get emotionally invested to a character that, like you feel something if they lose. I think it's just amazing.
Yeah, definitely. What are your thoughts on like the Edgedachi fight? Because like for me, I thought he was gonna steamroll Edgedachi. Edgedachi seemed like, yeah, he was an old timer, but there's no way he's gonna compete with Ippo. And we saw what happened.
Yeah, the Edgedachi fight for me was crazy because the usual trope is that the shonen character, the protagonist, always wins. But then, watching that fight, I knew something just told me he was going to lose because he needed a loss somewhere. It was just steamrolling, just whooping everybody's ass. And I'm just like, he needs a loss. And if he won the championship at that point, just felt too soon for him to win it. They spent so long building up Edgedachi, right? They showed his backstory, they showed his kid, his wife. The guy went from champion to 9 to 5 and then back to champion again. And if he lost this fight, that would have been the end of his career, right? And he wouldn't be able to go for world title. And I'm just like, it makes no sense to spend this much time building up this character for him to lose to Ippo, and then you completely just push him on to the side. So I just knew that he was going to win for some reason, just for the fact that they paid so much attention to him and they flushed him out so much. From the beginning of the season, they already introduced him and they spent a lot of time in his backstory. So something just told me that he was going to win. So I wasn't shocked when he beat Ippo, but the fight was crazy though. The fight was amazing. A young fighter, the fight between that and an experienced fighter was just nice to see.
Zafar, what is your thoughts about early Ippo? Because you're a manga reader and he is an anime old, you're not even fully caught up. What is your thoughts without giving any spoilers?
That's a great question. Hajime no Ippo is one of the few sports anime that doesn't really feel like a sports anime. It just feels like it has a mix of everything. And in the beginning, I think it can be a bit intimidating to get into it, especially because it's longer than One Piece. But when you do get into it, you realize that the characters are rich and the dynamics in the ring and outside the ring are just amazing to see.
Well, lucky Hajime no Ippo came out when it came out because, man, right now,
Takamura
cancelled. In hell that is gonna pass. Like Takamura, he's a full-on rapist.
Takamura is too raw.
Yeah, no, Takamura is crazy, and there's just no way somebody like that would keep on going in this kind of in 2024. But in general, I just like the comedy is elite. But Ippo, for some reason, man, he stays fumbling the bag with Kumi-chan. Why my boy doing that though? That's why I don't know.
Who's your favorite character though?
My favorite character for sure is, I would say three guys, right? Favorite character Ippo, and then obviously Takamura, and then Sendo. From the beginning, Sendo's introduction, I just loved him immediately. I don't know why. I was just like, you know what? I want to be this guy's friend. One thing that's very funny about Sendo, I don't know why he thinks that Ippo and him are best friends. Just calling Ippo on a casual and saying oh yeah, Ippo, you see that story in the newspaper? Is it true? Bro, I'm about to beat your ass in a couple weeks. We're not friends, guy. But yeah, so those are my 3 favorites. Sendo, Ippo, and Takamura, for sure.
I think it's only right if I do 3 as well. No order though. I'll have Ippo, Vorg, and one that not many people I think will see coming, maybe Coach Kamagawa. Coach Kamagawa, I think, will be my.
Oh, yeah, go there for that.
But I think this will be like more apparent in the later seasons. But Coach Kamagawa is crazy.
Kamagawa is a real one. But one guy that is underrated, bro, Umezawa. Umezawa is my boy, bro. Like, he's seen that moment where Ippo, his mom just passed out, and like Ippo was working crazy, you know, trying to just keep the mom's business afloat, the family business afloat. He had to give up, you know, boxing. The morning he decided, you know what, I can't do this. I'm gonna give up boxing. Umezawa heard about this. He's like, there's just no way, my boy. I can't let him lose my dream. Quits his job, comes in, he's like, Ippo, let me work for you. Let me work for you just so you could get back in the ring. And then he found out that the job was difficult. Like, it's not easy to do that job. At some point, he wanted to run away. Like, after the first day, he was like, yeah, man, I'm not coming back. And then he looks back and sees Ippo shadow boxing. Bro, the next day, 3 a.m., he was back in that shop. Man, Umezawa.
I think I might be one of the only people that didn't. Everything he did for Ippo, like, it meant nothing to me because of what he did to Ippo before that, leading up to that. And then he never formally acknowledged that he did anything. He just kept it pushing.
You could struggle, though. He wanted to.
He did what? He did what?
Yeah,
for me, I just couldn't accept that. I couldn't accept that. And it was until much later in the manga where, you know, I started to think, yeah, this guy is all right. He's all right.
Bro, I don't think Ippo has a better friend. But like, yeah, he bullied him. Yeah, like you could say that, you know, it's kind of fake love, but he was a delinquent. He was stupid. Didn't know much, you know, full of insecurities.
But it's not an Umezawa video. Also, another shameless plug. We got an Umezawa video if you want to check it out.
But yeah, so that's like my general thoughts about Ippo. Like, I just finished the fighting. I'm gonna go into the movie to see his first belt defense, and then after that, I think there is one more. Then I'll head into the manga. One thing is, I don't know whether I'm gonna enjoy the manga as much as the anime because, you know, they're not feeding us with more episodes anymore. But overall, I must say I'm shocked. Like, I am shocked as to how good this show is. You know, it kept me engaged for an old anime. It kept me engaged and I was interested in it the whole time. And I would give it, if I was going to give it the rating, so this is the first season of Ippo, I would like, or the first 3 seasons of Hajime Ippo, the fighting, the rating for me, it's definitely an 8.59 out of 10. Just because I could binge it without getting bored even once. Like, even the filler episodes don't feel like filler because there's a bit of slice of life in there, right? You care about the characters and just how they live their lives.
Actually brings me to my question that I have for you. Where do you think Hajime no Ippo ranks so far out of all the sports anime that you've watched?
I still need some time to watch a little bit more. Let's touch base back. Hey, did you see that? Some corporate jargon. Let's touch base in a couple weeks when I finish the whole series, and then I'll give you my verdict. For now, right now, my favorite sports anime is Haikyuu for sure, and I think I might be enjoying Hajime no Ippo more than Kuroko no Basket, but I'm not too sure. Like, let's wait and see. Like, I'm not even counting Blue Lock, but we all know the GOAT of sport animes in Azuma 11, so we don't even need that. We don't even need to add that.
For sure.
But I'll let you know in the next video. So make sure you guys tune in the next one after this one for you guys to see like my ranking in what I think is the best sport anime in history.
I hope the Captain Tsubasa fans are not upset. They didn't get a shout out. They deserve a shout out. But yeah, I think Ippo is going to be your top one by the end of it all. Like, when you catch up with the manga is going to be a grind, but it's worth it. It's a good read. Like, you will get into it. But on that note, Zafar, do you want to plug anything?
Yeah, guys, if you like to listen to short stories, just general stuff that is entertaining but also impactful, check out my channel, SilentNoise. Hopefully will be in the description. And yeah, leave me a comment, a like, a subscription. And yeah, be looking forward to seeing you guys over there.
Yeah, and you guys spam consistency in his comments because we need that. We need more content for SilentNoise. But that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you, Zafar, for coming in. Please let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like. Let's get to 10K. Bombs out.